All right, good evening, everybody. I think we are live, so I'm going to be switching some things over here. We're just kind of getting set up. I know this was kind of a last-minute live here for you guys, so I appreciate you guys showing up on short notice. Let me get the DJ fired off here for a second. Got a bunch of stuff going on here. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here real quick tonight and let you guys kind of know some things that are coming on, coming up. Let me pop up the chat on here. So if you guys are here, let me know where you're tuning in from, maybe from the Tri-Cities. I'm up here in Hunters. I got my hoodie on and my heated vest and stuff. It's wintertime, but this isn't slowing us down. We've been out riding and keeping things going for the winter. I got a message. I got to tell you like why I'm on here tonight. Like we're going to get into that a little bit further, but I got a message from Kathy Kaiser a couple days ago. Hopefully she's on here tonight. Yep, she's right there. Hello, Kathy. I saw her in the chat. She's like, where are you, Steve? You haven't been live for your group for a while. And I was like, Kathy, I am prepping so many things for this year. So I think the last time I went live was the Equine Masterclass about mid-January. We're going to be picking up another one of those here, hopefully this week, and getting that question and answer going, the one for the month. But I've been prepping behind the scenes with so much stuff for you guys. A lot of it's just about ready to go. It's super exciting. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be kicking off this Thursday with a one-day insider series, and we're going to roll another one the next week, and then we're going to pick into a 3-day challenge the week after that. So that should hopefully keep Kathy Kaiser going for the month. So first off, starting this Thursday, what we're going to be talking about is at 6:30 on Thursday. We are going to be covering the 3 biggest roadblocks that keep riders stuck in their horsemanship. Okay. And we're going to try to help you guys fix those, at least mentally and emotionally, and get a plan going during that live event on Thursday. So you're going to want to be there for that. And you might say, well, what's going on with that? So these are the things, like if you've ever felt lost or stuck or unsure about what to do with your horse, we're going to try to help you guys with that. All right. And there's so many cool things that I can do to help you with that. But put an emoji of any kind, keep it clean, in the chat if you have ever been lost or stuck or unsure in your horsemanship. Like, man, I just don't know what to do. And you're pulling your hat down over your head and you're just not sure and you're frustrated and maybe your temper's flaring or you get angry or whatever's going on. Who here has ever been in that situation? Like you are so passionate about your horse and your horsemanship and you're wanting to be successful, but you're just like, I don't even understand. Like, how do I fix this problem? How do I do these things? So put some form of something down here in the chat if you guys Kathy says, I'm watching you on DVD right now. I love that. Right there. She's like, I am also watching you on the DVD. I love that. Cool. That is so good. We got something else to pop up here. Yeah. While we're waiting for some emojis to fly in here. What else we got here? There we go. We want to roll that across the screen there for you guys. Just a little announcement in case you didn't hear what I said earlier. 6:30 on Thursday. All right. We're going to be doing another Facebook Live. I know I just threw this out here. We're going to be making announcements and stuff this week to make sure that you guys are available and ready for that one. Let's see. Stephanie's got hers. Let's see. Karen's got hers. Tammy's got them. They're just grabbing random emojis here. What'd she say here? Not in the last 3 years. I love that. Oh, there we go. I like that one. Covering the, ooh, this is a good one. Kathy picked a good one here. I don't think it's, will it let me show yours, Kathy? It's not going to let me show yours, Kathy, but it's a cool one. I love that. Kendra's got hers going. So you might say, what are the 3 most common? So I've studied this a little bit, and these may not be like the exact ones, but maybe you can chime in and you can put a 1, 2, or 3 if these kind of fit. I know there's others, and we'll probably touch base on those as well on Thursday. But first one, when people get frustrated and stuck, to me, one of the number one things they have is they don't know what to do when they get to the barn. They know to clean the stall. They know to feed their horse. They know to brush their horse. They know to tie their horse. And maybe do just a little bit of groundwork. But like, then what? Like, what do I do if I don't know what to do? Who here's ever been in that? Well, that'd be a 1 in the chat. If you, I never felt like, what do I do now? Like, I don't know how to advance my horse. Okay. Number 2 thing that they run into is they're afraid that if they do something, they're going to make their horse worse, maybe even ruin their horse, right? To the extent he's just going to get like worse. Okay. So put a 2 in the chat if you think, man, I think I might make my horse worse. Ooh, put a shout out here to Kathy Ricard is on, clinic host down in Tri-Cities. Hi, Kathy. And number 3, all right, they feel like they don't have enough time. Now, we all have 24 hours in a day, right? But who here put a 3 in the chat if you're like, I don't have enough time for my horse. He's in my backyard. I ain't got time to go out and catch that sucker. Maybe it means because you got to plow this week or you got to do different things. Like you're busy or whatever. We let things come in, right? So put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know what to do when you get there, you don't have a pathway. Put a 2 in the chat. If you're afraid, you're going to make your horse worse. Put a 3 in the chat. If you're like, I ain't got enough time for this situation. All right. So we got some stuff here. Cindy McAllister is, so let's see. She's saying a 2. Rusty's a 2. Kendra's a 2. Kathy's a 2. Wow, a lot of 2s. Tracy's a 1. All these. Gail here is a 3. I love this. Deanna says, my poor horse is so confused because of me. I love that one, Dee Dee. I love that one. All right. So the good news is we can change all that. All right. There is a pathway. There is stuff that we can do to help fix all this. And it's simpler than you guys might think. All right. The things that I'm going to teach you, not just on Thursday, but in my entire program, they are simple. Okay. I'm not saying they're easy, but they're simple. And if you take the time to study and learn and grow with it, it's a simple process. I work with over 30,000 horses. I know this can work for you guys too. All right. So, what we're going to be doing again, Thursday, 6:30 on the Insider Series, Facebook Live. Now, we don't have a sign up for it yet here tonight because I was like, we got to get on here and just let people know about it. But my admin's working behind the scenes. We're going to get a registration page for you guys. And once that's up, I'm going to bring it here to you guys, whether it's on a live or a post here on Facebook. So keep an eye on our Facebook this week as we make more announcements. You can get your registration in. Make sure you guys can all get in there. Okay? Because I really want to help get you guys through these roadblocks and just break through these things, get them out of the way so we can move on and get things better. All right? So let's go over it. Like the first one is the pathway to progress, right? So that's kind of like secret number 1 we're going to be talking about. Because like most riders just don't know what to do when they get to the barn. They're literally just guessing, right? So inside this challenge on Thursday, I'm going to show you a simple daily framework, okay? So you always know what to do with your horse. We're going to give you options. We're going to give you like a pathway and stuff. And we're going to give you options for a bigger pathway, all right? So that when you get down, you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, all right? This is what I'm going to do. All right, Tracy's on here. She loves this. She says, it gets easier as you continue with the program. Go, Tracy. All right, so the second one, all right, is the fear of ruining your horse. Who here has ever had that? You're like, I'm going to get down there. He's already messed up. I think I'm the cause of part of that, and he's just going to get worse. Like, my timing's off. I'm kind of pissed off because of work. My coworkers are picking on me, and the kids are hungry, and all this stuff's just reaching in on you, and you're like, I just want to spend time with my horse, but I go to do something. I'm thinking about the other stuff, and it just piles up. Who's ever been there? You're like, life is just coming in on there, right? And you just like, you're just not showing up properly for your horse. So now you're like, I'm going to make this worse too, right? Put a 2 in the chat. That was number 2, right? If that's you, right? A few of you are like, it was 2. All right. And believe me, I've been there too, right? I've been there, but I've found ways to break through that. And the good news, we're not going to get into it big tonight, but one of the best things you can do is lean in to the problem. And we're going to talk about what that means. So many people, they try to avoid the problem and they put it away and they tell the horse no and they shut it down and all these things. But I'm going to show you how like leaning into the problems and these patterns and things that you don't like and don't want actually could benefit you in the long run. And it's such a cool thing. It's such a like a simple process. You're gonna be like, man, I can't even believe I didn't think about this. All right. So we're gonna be talking about that for you guys. All right. Because what I want you guys to do is I want you to be confident. I want you to be able to build trust with your horse so you can stop doubting and start leading your horses. All right. That's what I want you guys to have. Now, the third thing is this time myth. I don't have enough time. Right. But let's think about it. How many people do you know? Because like we all have 24 hours in a day, right? How many people do you know get some incredible things done? Or maybe you guys have even done that at some point. You're like, man, I got a lot done that day. But it seems like nowadays we get less done. But maybe we have more distractions. Maybe we got more things on our plate and that sort of thing. And what we start to think is like, man, I need like an hour or 2 hours to work with my horse. Now, maybe you have a commute or something that kind of tangles you up. But really, if you can just pull 15, 20 minutes a day, that's all you need for your horse. I've been bringing one of my horses, a little, he's 4 this year. Been riding him as many days as I can this winter. I don't think I've been on him unless it's been a trail ride for more than 20, maybe 30 minutes a time. A lot of the reason I don't ride him any more than that is 1, he doesn't need it. And 2, it's too damn cold. Okay. So if I were to ride him for an hour, loping or whatever, he'd probably get too sweaty and I cool him out and all these things, body clip him, just whatever. Now I'm adding more time. Like I got to body clip him. I got to cool him out, all these things. So I just ride him for a short period of time. We get something good done. We move on. All right. Because what a lot of people think is you need hours and hours to train your horse to make real progress, but that's not true. You can do this in a short period of time. All right. And I'll show you how 15, 20 minutes can be more powerful for you and your horse than an hour if you know what to focus on. All right. So we're going to be covering that on Thursday as well. So this is me inviting you guys to come out on Thursday, 6:30. Join me, Pacific Standard Time. Now, there's going to be a replay. So if you miss it, you're late. You still show up, but you want to get your signups this week. Again, keep an eye on the Facebook page, and we'll get that out for you guys so you can get signed up. Now, if any of this resonated with you, please pull some time aside. Show up. We are giving to you guys to try to help you like get through the winter. Get through the challenges, get through all of these things. And this is the best time. A lot of people are like, I don't have time to ride. Maybe it's just I don't want to ride, Steve. I'm a warm weather rider. And I totally understand that. Like if I got to wear much more than this to ride my horse, I'm probably not going to go ride him. All right. But that doesn't mean I quit because my horse needs me to show up better, stronger, smarter, braver, with a plan, be a good leader each and every time for him or her to get better. They need that from me. So what is the winner? The winner is the time to study because guess what's coming soon? Spring. Spring is just around the corner. That's the big riding season. It's not too hot because the next thing the next thing we're going to be hearing from people, it's too hot, right? It's too wet. We're just every season there is an excuse, but for the most part, in spring, it is your time to hit it. So if you use this time in winter to study and get you better, get your mind better, get your emotions better, get all these things better, you're going to hit the ground running and things are just going to be so much better for you and your horse. All right. So what are we going to be covering again in the Insider Series? We're going to be talking about how to create a clear plan for you and your horse so that you're not feeling lost. All right. We're going to be talking about how to lead with confidence, not fear. All right. And we're going to be talking about how to get results in minutes rather than hours. All right. So that if you only just have a little bit of time, we're going to be talking about some things. Now, we're probably going to stray away from that and come back in. We kind of just freestyle these events. So you just never know what you're going to get when you show up. All right. So every time's a little different. Some of it's familiar and you'll be like, oh, I've heard that before. But there's some stuff I guarantee you're like, I've never heard it before. Or maybe you've heard it before, but this time it hit home. It sunk in. You grabbed it because you were ready, right? How many of you have ever been somewhere and you're like, you heard it, but you didn't understand it. You didn't really learn it. And then when you heard the exact same thing again, it hit different, right? It hit deeper. All right. We're going to be talking about those things and get those things going. So later this week, we're going to get the signups out for you guys. So keep an eye on these on Facebook page. We're probably on Instagram live tonight. I think we might even be on TikTok. I didn't even look over there. We got this new streaming app. So who knows? We're probably all over the place or not over it at all. So if you're over on Instagram, if you're seeing me right now, we're going to be doing this also there. If you're seeing it now, it's going to be coming back. But if you're really not sure, just pop over here to the Facebook page. All right. So if you think you're going to be in, put any emoji at all. Now that could be live on Thursday. Like if you think you're going to show up on Thursday or be interested in watching the replay, put an emoji of any kind, smiley face, horse, ball of fire, anything in the chat, and let me know if you guys are going to be showing up, or you can just whack some likes and some hearts. That works too. Just let us know if you think you're either interested, you're going to be there, you're going to try to hit the replay, let folks know. All right. And then the other thing is, if you're sitting here, all right, because this is important. How many of you have a friend that should be on this live, isn't here? How many of you have a friend that should have gone to a clinic, should be going to a clinic, and isn't going? You know those friends. We all have that one friend. Oh, I don't need help. I've been at this forever, but my horse won't load in a trailer. He's just old, or you know what I mean. They've got all these excuses, but you know they need help, right? Share this feed. When it comes up and a repost, like the replay hits, share it. Share this post and don't be bashful. Be greedy. All right. You know, you want these people to learn. You want to help them. Send it out there. All right. I've gotten so much bad press and bad media over the years. Who cares? They might just like, I don't want to hear from you. Send it to them anyhow. Like with a note. Hey, you've been looking for help. This guy, he might help you. He's kind of an asshole, but it's fine. He's good with horses. I get on him with him fine. Okay, or whatever the thing is, share this stuff. That's how it gets out there, so that then they can make a choice, right? Just because you give them a live doesn't mean they're going to be there, but they can make a choice, because this is the other thing. How many of you have ever not heard of something, but you wanted to do it? The Facebook didn't put it in front of you. The Instagram didn't put it in front of you, or whatever happened. The email got in the junk mail. And then like the day after the event, like, I wanted to go, but it just showed up. I wanted to go, right? So if I send something or share something, I'm just like, you know what? I'm saving these people, because they didn't know about it, right? They didn't know about it. I'm helping them out, right? I'm just like a little news media for them. So anyway, we all got those friends. If you want to harass them a little bit, feel free. Maybe they're on the Facebooks. Maybe they're not. Maybe they are, and the algorithm's just not helping them. But you can help them by sharing, reposting, all these things. All right? Okay. So if anybody has any questions, let me know in the chat about what's going on. Again, we're going to have the signups this week. So if you have a question, real quick in the chat, let me know. And we're also going to be giving a giveaway. So if you've stayed around for this entire live here tonight, we've been on for almost 20 minutes, okay, or so. I'm going to give away this free Rother hat, okay? Got the Rother there and the cool horse logo there, all right? Little R horse combo. This is one of our most popular hats. All right, we're going to be giving away this tonight with a power scroll. So anybody who's commented in the chat, all right, is going to get a shot. I'm just going to power scroll. I'm just going, woo, okay? And we're going to land on one. And what you're going to do is you're going to email my office, info@horseteacher.com, and give me your address, and we're going to get you guys taken care of. So if anybody has any questions, just pop it in the chat. And then also, during the event, maybe you're like, Steve, I've seen these things. You've answered the questions. I got the answers. We're still like, again, you never know. There could be some new information for you. And we're going to be giving away some cool stuff during Thursday night's event. So maybe you're like, all right, I'm just going to stick there. I just want some free stuff. I'm going to listen to it in the background while I'm doing something else in the office or at home or whatever. All right. Let's see. Any questions here? I didn't know there was a live. I was working horses. There it is. See, this could happen to somebody, right? Amber, she's like, I didn't know. Okay. So for the Thursday live event, which is what we're just announcing, Amber, we're just announcing an upcoming one. This is just a little kind of let people know. Share this post so they know, right? Or share any of the little micro posts I'm going to be putting out. Maybe we just have like a graphic one or something, whatever you want, but share it so like people like Amber who are out doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is working their horses. So she didn't miss it because she didn't have her phone out every 5 minutes, right, to check it. All right. She's still here. She made it. But if you got any friends that are just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And yeah, that would be great. All right. So let's see. Any questions? I didn't know there's a lot. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. I love this. Karen's so cool. I still remember, Karen, the first clinic that you came to in Nampa, Idaho. I remember it. I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna go there. All right. Every clinic, I look around and there's different types of people at the clinic. All right. There's the like, I know they're into this, overly excited, all the things, right? Like, okay, got those people. Then we got the people that are like young or whatever, and they're just like, I don't know why I'm here, or they're enthusiastic or whatever. But then there's always like one or two people in the clinic that I'm just like, I think she likes it here, but I'm not sure. And like, she's here, so she must like it, I think. Maybe she got drug here, but then her horse is just doing something weird. And then I know some of the words are just going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Not because they're like they're they they're not smart or something. It's just like it's new, right? Like it's new. So they're just like, I don't understand what you mean by develop a field, like maybe or something. Or I don't understand, like, why would you work them at the gate? Like, oh, I don't understand that, right? It's just whoo, whoo, whoo. And Karen was kind of one of those ones. And I was just like, golly. And then so what I end up doing is like try to help them a little bit more. But then, and this has happened to me before. And maybe some of this that like this has happened with you guys before. I try to help them more. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna help them more. And every once in a while, if I help them more, because I'm like, if we could just get through this lesson and just drill it in there, they're gonna love this. A lot of sometimes so we lose those people because they're like, I can't handle all this instruction. So long story short, Karen, I am excited and so happy that you made it through because you were in my mind, and maybe you weren't, I could be totally wrong, but my memory is you were one of those kind of outliers that was struggling, but you had a real nice horse, and I knew you really wanted this. I thought you did. And you hung in there, you made it through, and man, what a landslide you've been on ever since in a good way. Like you've been coming strong. So, and a lot of you like that are on here. Wendy and Tracy and Amber and Stephanie, a whole bunch of you, Jody, Maureen, a lot of people here been on a good landslide. Maybe not even like a landslide for progress, but like climbing the hill and just getting things better. Right. So, all right. So I'm going to do a power scroll. Who are we landing on? Okay. Lori Tufford is the winner. So Lori, if you're still on here, whoop, whoop, you get this free hat. Might be a little dust on. I think we got the dust off. So free hat, just email info@horseteacher.com. You probably have the address because I'm sure we've emailed you a few times, Lori. So yeah, info@horseteacher. If anybody else has any questions about what's going on this year, what's doing the thing, you can go to horseteacher.com or schoolofhorse.com, our schedule for the year. I'm going to type that in here if there's anybody new, because I know we got a big increase in social media stuff here. If you want to like hit, let me just type this. I cannot do both at once. Okay, schedule. If you need any info, okay, what's going on? Where's my tour schedule? What's Steve doing? What programs does he offer? What's the ranch look like? What's the clinics look like? Where is he going? Like we had a gal email today. What's he doing in Edmonton and that sort of thing. You can go to horseteacher.com and then email the office that I'll type that info@horseteacher.com. So for help, if you need any help, you can email info@horseteacher.com. We have a super cool admin staff there taking care of you guys. So if you have any questions, now granted, Don't expect them to be emailing you back at Saturday night at 10. Sometimes people, it's kind of funny. They'll like email. They'll like DM me in Facebook. And they'll be like, yo, Steve, I emailed the office. I haven't heard back. And I like go into the email account because I leave that to the admin. But I'll go in and I'll look at it. And they'll have emailed at like 5:30 that night. And they're messaging me at 6. Like, I haven't heard back. It's like, we're actually just like a business, just like everybody else. We will run certain office hours, but we will get you taken care of. So if you email like on a Saturday night at like midnight, we're probably not going to hit you back till Monday, but we'll get you. And we got you covered. All right. And then if it's like Tuesday or Wednesday and you email Saturday, definitely pop us another line. That means the email probably didn't get through. All right. So anybody else? So here we go. This one's good. She says, your office is amazingly supportive. I like that. All right. I like this. Stephanie says, I have my list of clinics I will be auditing mapped out and days off from work. I like that. Cool. So in closing, 2025, it's going to be a great year. We've already got a lot of cool things going. I mean, my 2025 kind of started on Black Friday when we launched the Equine Masterclass. And we got it's just, when we launch it, you're just going to be like, oh my God, this is so amazing. This is why I didn't disappear by any means, but like Steve didn't do lives like every night. It's like Steve has been building. First one that comes out here soon, you're just be like, what? Like, it's going to blow your mind. The things that it's blowing my mind. Maybe it's just me, but when I launch it, you're just going to be like, this is crazy. This is crazy. So anyway, I'm super excited about this year. Camps, clinics, everything's going to be great. So if nobody else has any questions, will you be on? Oh, Kathy's asking the Stephanie if she'll be auditing Clay Ellum. That was not for me though. Here we go. Chelsea says, Libby and I will see you at the Colt camp. Yeah, that's coming up here in a month. And here we go. Christina's throwing a shout out to Chelsea. So excited for you to hear how it goes. So Chelsea's going to be a Colt camp. We're having it. So we're starting out. One of the first things we're doing, we're going to Richland, Washington for a clinic in March. But then we're also doing a Colt camp, Colt starting camp at Horse Creek Ranch. We only do one a year. We do it at the beginning of the season for people who got colts that are ready to go. So I think we got a little bit of room left in it. That one's like, we never overbooked that one. That one we have some room, I think. But it's going to be probably like 9 or 10 colts or something. It's a good size. I like having a decent sized batch to get them started, but I'm really looking forward to that. So, all right. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. This one was supposed to be short. We've been on here 30 minutes. So, one more quick review, 6:30 Thursday. Join us here on Facebook. If you're coming here from Instagram or TikTok or whatever's showing up with you guys, you can, if it's here tonight in Instagram, say it'll be here again on Thursday. You can just catch us there. Otherwise, pop on over to my Facebook page, which is, we'll just type it in the chat in case you're coming at this from some other location, which I know some people are, because I am on a different program tonight. If I can get my typing right. So this is it's not the address, but it's Steve Rother Horsemanship on Facebook. I feel like, don't hold me to this, I think it's at the Horse Teacher. And if it's not the Horse Teacher, it's just at Horse Teacher. So I need to memorize that. There's so many, like one of them's one and the other one's one. But anyway, Steve Rother Horsemanship, you guys will find it. If you're on here tonight, you should be good. So thank you guys so much for joining in tonight. I know you guys are all busy. You got a lot going on. You got families, you got lives, you got horses to be taken care of and all the things. So for you guys being here tonight means a whole lot to me. You're my peeps, you're my community, and we are here to help keep this growing strong, keep you guys supported, keep you guys growing. And like just this week, we're going to help you overcome some of these barriers. All right. It's one of the things. Keep the winter going, keep you guys educated, keep you moving forward so that this team, this crew is ready for the new year coming up. I want this team to be strong. I want you guys to get out there and just conquer it and be like everything that you guys can be. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good night, and we will catch you all later. We're going to shut some of these things down, probably be a slow fade. All right. We're going to end this one here, and we're going to hop over here. So hopefully it all went. We'll catch you all later. Bye now.